Here's what we have for you on the latest Access Virginia Beach. City and school officials hear what the future may hold for them financially. And find out how you can help shape the city's Bikeways and Trails plan. Plus, see why Christmas came early for these third graders. That and more are coming up as we access Virginia Beach. Hello, and welcome to VBTV's Access Virginia Beach, a program that informs you of news and events from around our city and schools. I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for joining us. City and school officials gathered to hear what the next 5 budgetary years have in store for them financially. Bottom line, it's getting better slowly. Diana Cartwright has the details. Diana, is the fiscal outlook still gloomy?
Well, Veronica, it was well known that last year was one of the most challenging budgets the city has ever faced. They were dealing with a financial gap of more than $84 million. However, looking ahead to year 2011 and beyond, the city is starting to see a slow recovery.
But overall, the sense of the economists was that we are in recovery. We've seen 15 months of economic growth in the region, and that by the end of the forecast, we should be on a better footing.
The gap in funding projected by budget analysts for the fiscal year beginning July of 2011 is more than $19 million. Yes, a lot of money, but it's only a quarter of the deficit that they faced last year. The deficit comes entirely from the city. The school division was able to balance their budget.
In order to balance the 2012 budget, we used a combination of savings and reserve funds, increasing class sizes by 1 student in K through 12.
Some of the key points from the projected forecast include a decline in real estate revenues, while personal property tax, general sales, hotel, and restaurant taxes are all showing signs of recovery. Officials have yet to determine how to close the financial gap, and a lot will change between now and when they present the budget to City Council in late March. The projected $19 million gap could also change depending on the General Assembly. And Veronica, although there are some signs of recovery, most experts agree that funding will be tight until the housing market makes a full rebound. Reporting for Access Virginia Beach, I'm Diana Cartwright.
The first draft of the proposed 2011 operating budget is due to the city manager in early December. City Council will then begin their deliberations. Several public input meetings will be scheduled. Dates and times have yet to be determined, but check back on vbgov.com. Police Chief Jim Severa strengthened his command staff and other ranks during a recent promotion and retirement ceremony. The ceremony paid tribute to 2 retiring members of the force, along with 5 officers moving up in the ranks. Mayor Sessoms offered words of praise for those being honored.
Gentlemen, we are here today because you have been recognized for your abilities and for the promise you bring to this very great community.
Further strengthening the command staff as it oversees police activities are John Bell and Anthony Zaccaro, who were both promoted to deputy chief. Dennis Hebert was promoted to captain, and John Kozlowski earned his lieutenant stripes. If you missed the promotion, do not worry. VBTV cameras were rolling and will bring you the entire event beginning in December. Log on to vbgov.com/VBTV for air times and dates. Virginia Beach is home to miles of bikeways and trails that crisscross around the city. 9 miles of paved bike lanes and 77 miles of off-road trails to be exact. So the city wants to know, are we on the right path? A new plan has been drafted and the Department of Parks and Recreation wants your feedback. Plan to attend one of 2 open houses scheduled for the public to review the updated Bikeways and Trails plan. The Oceanfront Library is hosting the first one, scheduled for Monday, December 6th. Drop by anytime between 4 and 7 p.m. The second meeting is Thursday, December the 9th, and that one is held at the same time, but at the Kempsville Rec Center. The city is looking for your opinion to help them determine what their highest priorities should be. So pedal on over and let the planners know what you think. The holidays are not about what you get, but what you give. And with that in mind, the Courthouse Rotary made a special trip to a local school. Well, Christmas came early for these third graders at Ocean Lakes Elementary.
Morning, boys and girls. How you doing today?
Good morning, Mr. Brindle.
All right, we have special visitors with us from the Virginia Beach Courthouse Rotary Club.
They're getting a very special delivery.
We have been working to get dictionaries Now, everyone in the class will get a dictionary.
Every third grader in the school received a free dictionary, no strings attached. Well, apart from the expectation of stellar spelling skills, of course.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So what are the students planning on doing with the dictionaries?
Well, I can look up words that I don't know, spell words that I can't spell.
The Courthouse Rotary Club of Virginia Beach was formed 2 years ago and consists of 19 members. This was the first dictionary project, and the Ocean Lakes is very grateful the club chose their school. Coming up next on this edition of Access Virginia Beach, find out how you can stay safe during the holiday shopping madness. Plus, got Legos? These students do, and they've even made a robot with them. Find out why. We'll have that and more when we return.
More than 3,600 lane miles of roads crisscross Virginia Beach, all designed to get travelers from point A to point B quickly, safely, and smoothly. But sometimes that travel can be slowed down due to a pothole or malfunctioning traffic signal. The Virginia Beach Public Works Department responds quickly to these problems, working to make timely repairs. And you can help. Report any pothole or traffic signal problem online at vbgov.com. Look for the Public Works page and scroll down to Report a Problem. Fill out the information and send it on its way. Or you can call 385-1470 during business hours. It's that simple. Report a problem, be part of the solution.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. Well, the holiday season is here, and you know what that means? That's right. It's time for holiday sales and shopping galore. But the Virginia Beach Police Department reminds you that amidst all the hustle and bustle, you shouldn't let your guard down.
It takes desire, ability, and opportunity for a criminal to take advantage of you. Eliminating the opportunity is your first step toward protecting yourself. The holiday season is a time when busy people can become careless and vulnerable to theft and other crimes. So shop during daylight hours. If you must shop at night, go with a friend or family member and try to get a well-lit parking space by the last store you'll visit. Try not to carry a purse or wallet. Avoid carrying cash by paying for purchases with a check or credit card. But if you need to carry cash, keep it in your front pocket. Be extra attentive and cautious in parking lots and garages. Have your keys in hand. Before you enter or exit your vehicle, take a good look around. Don't overload yourself with purchases, and always store merchandise in a trunk or where it won't be visible. Above all, be alert. Protect yourself. Don't give crime a chance. This tip is brought to you by the Virginia Beach Police Department's Crime Prevention Unit.
And just because you take a vacation doesn't mean crime will. So no matter where you are, keep these tips in mind. Since we're on the topic of holidays, now is the time to start filling your calendar with festive events, and the Department of Museums can help you do just that. Head on down to the Thoroughgood House on Saturday, December 4th for a neighborhood holiday party. Purchase your holiday greens, check out a craft show, and even get your picture taken with Santa. Want to check out some historic homes all decked out for the holidays? Then mark your calendars for the Holiday Historic Homes Tour on Saturday, December the 11th. Tour 4 historic buildings in the Great Neck area. Tickets are $15 per person. And finally, it's tea time, or make that colonial Christmas tea time. From 2 until 4 p.m. on Saturday, December the 11th, you can enjoy colonial tea time to kick off the holiday season. Call 460-7530 for reservations. There are several historical sites around the city that have stood the test of time, and recently I got a chance to see firsthand what they have to offer. Travel back in time to America's beginnings without ever leaving Virginia Beach. All you have to do is step foot inside one of 3 historical houses located around our city.
The city does own and operate 3 historic houses here through the Department of Museums: the Adam Thoroughgood House, the Lynnhaven House, and the Francis Land House, where we are now.
Although the houses are rich in history, each one offers a little something different. Built Built in the early 1800s, the Francis Land House flourished as a busy plantation, and the property was home to 6 generations of the Francis Land family.
The Francis Land family were some of the earliest settlers here, coming here about the 1650s, and they became very prominent as justices. One of them served in the House of Burgesses. A later generation, the 6th generation of the Land family here, built this house in the early 1800s, about 1805, and it was really the last of the lands in that line of the family.
On the other side of town, the Adam Thoroughgood house is one of the oldest houses from the early colonial period.
The house was originally thought to be the oldest brick house in British North America, with a date of 1636 attributed to it. The City of Virginia Beach acquired it in 2003, and the research that's been done through the Department of Museums has really helped us to narrow the time frame for construction very well. So through all the various research methods that we've used, we've determined that it was built right around 1720.
And finally, in the Bayside area sits the Lynnhaven house, a historic home that offers a glimpse into the life of a middle-class farmer.
Well, unlike the Adam Thoroughgood house, we can pinpoint the construction date for the Lynnhaven house, and it's done through examination of the wood timbers, a process called dendrochronology. And the reason why we can pinpoint it at the Lynnhaven house is because some of the timbers actually have the bark edge, which gives you the last year of tree growth. And interestingly enough, 2 different studies have been done on that house, and both of them line up with the same time period, which is built in 1725.
Visitors of any age can see firsthand what it felt like to live back in the 18th century by visiting these historic sites. Each one is open to the public and offers tours and educational programs. Take a step back in time and explore the people, the places, and the history that help shape who we are today. For museum hours and admission fees, log on to museumsvb.org. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Veronica Coleman. And just a quick note to our viewers, the Adam Thoroughgood house is currently closed for restoration, but special outdoor events will still be held at the site. We'll let you know once they reopen. Who doesn't like to play with Legos? Well, the students at Newcastle Elementary took it one step further, from playtime into a biomedical competition.
Oh, no.
Problem solving is all about teamwork, and these Lego League teammates are finding that out firsthand.
He is our robot who's going to do all the things that he needs to do on this table.
The team consists of 10 4th and 5th grade students who have been busy building and programming their robot, affectionately named Burrito the Dragon.
Make it. Let's go. Oh, no! Oh, just as Jerry left!
It's kid-friendly, and the kids have to do everything. They had to choose the topics, they had to research the topic, they had to build the entire field following detailed directions, and make sure that all of the different activities would work, and then they had to plan how to get the robot to work all the different activities.
On top of engineering Burrito, students also had to complete a research project, learning a variety of 21st century skills.
I've learned more about robotics and building one, and learning how to use accessories and how to make him do that.
The students tested out their skills at the Lego League Regional Tournament held recently in Norfolk and received first place for Division I in robot design. When we return, find out why this evening is all about the teachers. And you've heard of Give Peace a Chance, but what about Give Genes a Chance? We'll explain it all when we return.
Virginia Beach Police receive 200,000 calls for service a year. Unfortunately, many of those calls turn out to be a false alarm from businesses and homes protected by automated systems. To reduce the number of false alarm calls, the City of Virginia Beach has adopted 2 new laws. The first requires all Virginia Beach businesses and homeowners with monitored security systems to register with the police. The second regulation establishes a fee for excessive false alarms. Security system users will be allowed 2 false alarms that bring police response. The third and any subsequent false alarm will result in a fee of $150 for homeowners and $250 for businesses. Failing to register or pay false alarm response fees may place the location in a no response category, meaning police units may not respond to future alarms until that location is compliant. To register, download and print out the form and then mail it in. Registration of alarm systems provides officers with valuable information about the location. For more information, contact the Virginia Beach False Alarm Reduction Unit at 385-1739 or email fau@vbgov.com.
Welcome back to Access Virginia Beach. I'm Veronica Coleman. It goes without saying that many teachers go to great lengths to get their educational message across. And while creative lessons are one way to get students involved in learning, barriers sometimes hinder even the best of plans. But one group is working to make sure financial constraints aren't one of those barriers. Here's Access reporter Robert Patterson.
This one tiny stuff. No, they're like rocks in there.
It may seem like a day at the park, but these students are digging deep into learning with the help of the Virginia Beach Education Foundation.
The Education Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit organization solely existing to support the Virginia Beach City Public Schools students and staff.
The foundation began in 1992 as a way to support students in the technical and career education program. Its efforts enabled students to get practical experience by building a home from the ground up. The sale of the first home brought in enough profit to give a $1,000 scholarship to each Virginia Beach high school. Many years and many houses later, the Education Foundation has grown to provide more than $150,000 a year to teachers and students.
We have Building Futures grants up to $1,000 and school-wide grants up to $5,000. Those are for those innovative projects that teachers really want to create for their students.
Projects like the Shark Bites, a transition program designed to help make the move from elementary to middle school easier for students.
The kids who participated in the program were getting better grades, getting in less trouble, were having an easier time socially transitioning to school and dealing with all of the added responsibilities that they had. So to say that it helped kids is almost an understatement.
Other projects take a more direct approach to learning.
It's probably, I would say, a 7.
And it's programs like these that allow teachers to go beyond school walls and traditional lesson plans to offer inspiring learning opportunities.
For teachers, this really enables them to do something that they've always dreamed of doing but don't have the materials with which to implement it.
There are, quite a few schools in the district, many schools in the district, and for a district to be able to completely support the numerous activities that they would like to hold and to house and provide for their communities may be almost impossible. And these funds have allowed us here at Parkway to be able to support the activities and the great parent support and involvement that we would like to have going on.
The Education Foundation focuses on fundraising, house building projects, and an annual golf tournament to help pay for these creative learning opportunities. And in these tight economic times, it's just good sense. Reporting for VBTV, I'm Robert Patterson.
Hundreds of teachers across the city apply for Education Foundation grants each year, and to celebrate their innovative ideas and the funding their classrooms received, the foundation held a special celebration at the Sandler Center.
This is an incredible evening that we really celebrate the achievement of teachers who have come up with great ideas that they wanted funded through the Education Foundation, and they're getting funding. So we're really proud of them, really excited.
This year's TGIF celebration recognized 86 VBCPS teachers who won Building Futures grants worth up to $1,000. The foundation also recognized 8 recipients of school-wide grants worth up to $5,000. The grant money will be put towards innovative lesson plans that wouldn't ordinarily be funded.
You have teachers who haven't gotten a raise in a few years, and they really are passionate about their jobs, and they want to help the students. So we want to make sure that they can help their students. We know that they have great ideas, we know that they might not have the money, and all we want to do is help them so that they can do what they do best, and that's teach our kids.
In all, the Education Foundation received more than 207 grant requests. They were able to fund 85 of them and give away close to $100,000. In 1938, Princess Anne County Training School opened up as the first and only high school for African Americans in Virginia Beach. The school eventually closed in 1969 after citywide integration of schools started in the city. But the struggles and achievements of the students and staff will not be forgotten, thanks to a new museum. Here to tell us more about it is Access reporter Diana Cartwright.
We are at the Princess Anne County Training School Union Kempsville High School Museum. And as you noticed when you came in, there was a sign that said a reflection on a legacy. And that's what this museum represents. It tells the story of the students, the faculty, and the community that built this school and how important it was to them.
From a replica of the high school stage to class rings, more than 250 artifacts are on display.
Their uniforms for when they were playing basketball, a crown worn at homecoming, all kinds of neat things, books, equipment.
Through stories, photographs, and exhibits, visitors will get a sense of the struggle that students had to endure for their education.
Well, I hope that they'll know the story and they'll understand the struggle it took to get these students in education. And for our youth particularly, I hope they understand how important education is, that they don't take it for granted.
The museum is located just inside the Renaissance Academy off of Witch Duck Road. It is open when school is in session, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. 'Tis the season for giving, and students at Lansdowne High School are definitely in the spirit.
Everyone, so you probably try to get Mentos and a soda bottle too.
This sea of jeans is not the latest sale item at the mall. It's a community service project to help those in need.
Lansdowne High School, Dept chapter, and Coastal Ed and Welcome are holding a charity event called Give Jeans a Chance, and it's when people come and donate their jeans.
Lansdowne High School, along with other beach schools, has been busy collecting jeans from students, parents, and staff. They will be donating them to local homeless shelters.
It's like warming to know that you're helping out people who need something, who don't have what you have.
The goal of the project is for each high school to donate 1,000 pairs of jeans with a citywide goal of 10,000. So how many have these students collected?
Lots, like 500 or something.
And there's still plenty of time to collect more.
This community service project ends December 10th, and that's when they'll donate the jeans to the community.
The school that collects the most jeans receives a $500 donation to the charity of their choice, courtesy of Coastal Edge. And with that, we've come to the end of our show. But if you've missed something or would like to see it again, you can view this program online. Log on to vbgov.com/eStream, then find and click on Access Virginia Beach. For everyone here at VBTV, I'm Veronica Coleman. Thanks for watching.
Helping. Pass it on.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
What a nice young man.